Yep.
Andre, maybe just talk about, I mean, the last two games you guys have been down 14-3, 14-7, and just being able to battle back. What have you learned about your team?
I learned that we never give up. We fight hard. We fight hard every game. We fight to the end.
Talk about the defense's ability to force turnovers. Coaches will tell you turnovers are key, and when you're able to force those, chances of winning increase a lot. What makes this defense able to force those turnovers so effectively?
Swarm. We all swarm to the ball. And, when the ball is in play, everybody's flying around trying to get to the ball, stay in the right gaps, do what they got to do, and the ball comes out.
What do you think this defense is on the progression to where you'd like it to be? How far along are you?
I think we're getting there. I don't think we're quite there yet. We're getting there, though. We're working hard, and I see improvements every week. Every game, we're better than we were the game before.
What particularly, to follow up to Jim, what particularly are you guys getting better at, or just overall?
I think just overall, in general, at every position, every group on the defensive side of the ball, everybody's just continuing to get better.
Coach talked about, in the preseason, talked about playing defense with the old Youngstown State attitude, if you will. How would you describe the attitude that the defense is taking to the field now?
Passion. There's a lot more passion on the field, and it allows us to play free. It's not like we're under any restraints. Everybody's out there doing what they love to do.
You opened conference play, obviously, this week against a team that has really struggled. Do you have to say anything to the rest of the team, say, hey, we can't let our guard down even though this team has struggled? I mean, they're still a dangerous group because of the fact that they're playing free and easy.
Yeah, and they just lost their first conference game last week, so they're going to come back hungry. And I think this team has improved a lot from the past. They're not the same Indiana State team that we've seen in the past, so I think this week they'll come out a lot more hungry, and they'll really work hard for a win.
Are teams in that situation sometimes more dangerous than maybe even some of the top teams?
Yes, I think they are.
Why is that?
They tend to work a lot harder because they feel like they have nothing else to lose and everything to gain, so they have to go out and get it.
Andre, you had a year experience last year. What kind of things do you think you picked up on, or that you've gotten better at because of that experience?
Last year it was kind of my first year out there getting experience, so it was a little different. Now I get to see what I know what's going on before I go into the game, so I just have to focus on the little things like technique and get better at things like that, and it allows me to play a lot better.
How much does it help this week to have somebody like Lenny come back? I mean, he's been not, you guys have been shorthanded at cornerback, to have him come back.
It helped out a lot. Lenny's a great player. He's a hard worker. He's a leader on the team, and with him back there, it always makes you feel a lot more comfortable.
One of the team goals is to win a conference crown, and I know it's just the first one, but how important is it to get off to a good start in conference play, to make a statement?
It's very, very important, and especially in this conference here. It's a tough conference. You can lose to any team, so to get a good running start with a win, that'll top it off.
Andre, what have you seen from an offensive standpoint from Indiana State? I know it's Monday, but what have you seen that stands out?
They're kind of like they were last year. They still run the power play, the toe play. They're very athletic at the skill position. They have a lot of speed. They're smaller, so they're a lot faster.
Andre, how are things between you and DeMarco going so far? I know he's his first year back there with you guys. How's your communication been, and how have you guys kind of mixed together back there?
It's great. He came in. He taught me a lot of things. He's a more physical guy than I am, and he taught me a lot of things about that, and I teach him a little bit of the finesse. And since I guess you could say I'm more stable with the defense, he's just getting into it, so he asked me a few questions. I give him a few answers, and he gives me his input, and we work together to do what we got to do.
What kind of player would you say he is? I mean, he's leading the team in tackles right now. Seems to fly around and get to the ball quick.
Hard-nosed. He's a hard-nosed player. He's like I said, he's very aggressive. He works hard, and he just has a knack for the ball.
38-21, the last two games, the exact score. That's a little strange. I've tried to go back and look, and I don't think it's happened in a while, or I don't think it's ever happened. Just 38-21 the last two games.
When I saw it, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I talked to my friend back home about it, and he was like, hey, I think I might play that in the lottery.
Andre, just back-to-back road games now, the second one, in 2 weeks. I mean, this one's a little bit tougher. I think it's a bus trip all the way and all that stuff. I mean, just how do you get the guys stay up? And again, you're going against a team that hasn't done very well.
The road trips, I actually kind of like them. There's not too many distractions. We travel together as a team, so you don't have to worry about the phone calls or your friends back at home talking to you about everything. You focus on the task at hand until the job is done.